Hey guys, I've been thinking about it, and plan for this video is very simple. Yeah, we're gonna be slapping a cube into the shape of a sci-fi terminal, and at the end we're gonna be sacrificing a sheep to the gods of Angons. Let's go. Alright, so we're all here, right? So let's go. Now, if you're a quad boy, you're probably in the wrong place because it's gonna be a lot of Angons, so I don't want you to scream and, you know, cry and call your mom and all this shit, so bugger off. Now, if you're a beginner, probably you're in the wrong place too, because you should be watching our free jumpstart course in Blender instead, which is, by the way, linked in the video description. So, you know, go there and watch it. Now, if you're an add-on user and, you know what's happening here, but still a bit lost with GPS in the city, then you may want to watch our terminal course, which is also free. And now insanity, right? Alright, so now we're gonna be, of course, using add-ons, hard-ups, box cutter, machine tools, mesh machine, and all that. Maybe other add-ons, I don't know yet, because I don't know where I'm going with this. So let's actually bevel this. Did we apply scale? We didn't. So let's bevel this, right? And we can just grab here, I don't know, 8 maybe I'll take with mesh machine to the other side. Now we could slash the top here. Also, is this, angled enough? By the way, this tool here, that's Alt-R with edge constraint from machine tools. If you don't know it or you don't know how to use it, you probably should go and watch my machine tools videos because I have 2 of them, right? Now we could slice this here. That's pretty interesting. I'm not sure if I like that though. Maybe you could slice it here as well. How this would look. Ooh, interesting. Although, let me see that. So if I'm going to introduce, let me just clean this. If I'm going to introduce a bevel here and then a bevel here, I could mirror this to the other side and get something like this. That is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. We could then consequently run the bevel here and mirror, right? That's better. So now I want to have this as a, kind of a display, but I want some kind of a framing around this, kind of like a... Also, why the fuck do I have seams? Hang on. Control tilde and turn this off, and then shift control click, boom, that's better. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna cut that, right? And I want part of this terminal to kind of come out of this shape. So hang on, let's grab an angle here, and like I said, guys, I'm riffing, okay? I'm literally, I don't know where I'm going with this yet, so we are riffing here, okay? So we could do something like this. How this would look B for bevel, and how many segments? 8 is fine. If you don't see this message on the bottom, I've been asked about this multiple times. Go here, right? Click on the star, click on this thing, and enjoy your life, okay? Now, we're gonna recover the cutter, so I will scroll and Q and shift click on shift bool. So we're gonna get that and shift S to geometry and scale this. So we're kind of getting these, like a inset effect, but we're gonna offset it. So we're gonna move it backwards. Okay. So the cutter is still live, by the way. So I'm just saying the cutter is live. Yeah. So don't get confused. So it's getting sliced as it's been moved backwards. So this will offset the shape here, which is gonna be interesting, right? We could cut it in here like this, okay? Maintaining the angle here. You wanna work with echoing as much as possible. Now, possibly, I'm just saying this could be beveled, so it kind of matches the environment. So maybe bevel is better. You see, it's just kind of softer. And look, it looks like a man shouting. And now we're gonna fix the shading by shift clicking on sharpen. Brilliant. We could have a kind of like a, what do you call this thing? Come on, help me out. Ah, shit, I can't hear you. Chamfer, that's the one. Fuck, I'm getting old. Here, top view, and let's just bevel this and, do that. right? And we're gonna move it a little bit inside because otherwise we're gonna have a bevel overshooting here. We don't want that. So over scroll and over scroll, that's GY, move it in, PG, and we good to go. So that's interesting. What we could do also, right? We could kind of, you know, sort of do this, which could be interesting. Hang on. Oh yeah, that's kind of neat. I like that. And in addition to all that, we could actually cut some, you know, shape in here, because that's pretty cool actually. I like that. All right, so now with this shape here, what we could do is have some kind of like a casing around here, you know, right? So shift curve extract that. How we looking? We could do something like this here. I kind of like this here. Hang on, let me think. So if I cut it in here like that, would that be better? I don't know. Cut this and cut this. How we looking? Terrible. How about this? I don't like it. So how about this then? Oh, that's actually pretty cool. So now let's apply this, okay? So operation smart apply. And we're gonna select select this entire side here. So let's select top and bottom and Control I to invert it. And well, we're gonna have to deselect these as well, my bad. So deselect these as well. So let's just do it with W and Control. Okay, cool, awesome. And then we can shift curve extract this, right? Boom, like this, okay? Cool, cool, cool. Right. Then we can have some cuts here. So there's a double edge here. Hang on, double curve here. It's one, and there's another one. Yeah, B now. There we go. Let me see that. That's pretty cool. I like that. Now this needs to be sliced here, you know, from the top, and let's do that. So B, and this is too large, so slightly smaller, and the same in the bottom. I'm gonna slice that off here, go here like that, go down, and do this, and then B, and the bevel is too big, and slice. Cool. How we looking? Looks interesting. It looks interesting. So now here, we probably want to slice it as well. So what we could do is run from here, run this, right? Okay, and chop the bottom. Nice, so we got like a stand over there. Save it. All right, so now here in the top, what we want is click, alt, click, and we want a chamfer. Right? It's gonna nicely offset this thing. This could be a bit lower here, you see, so have a scroll. Let me see that. There we go. This could be lower, okay. Also, could be here. Let me just grab this edge. GZ and, you know, where is it? There we go, GZ, and drop it down. There we go. And a little bit lower, right? So GZ and yeah, something like that. Let me see that. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. And we could just slap a bevel on this, just so you can see something. And this could be the terminal, right? So let's just select everything and then inset it, right? Then extrude it in, then inset it again a little bit and extrude it out, okay? And then we're going to shift tilde. It doesn't work, so let's set it up. Select boundary loops. And there we go. Not shift 1, shift tilde. There we go. And then we could actually bevel this, right? You know what I mean? So you got this terminal here. That looks pretty cool. Shift V and view align to in ortho. That's the reason why it didn't go through, because it was aligning the face. Now you're talking, okay? Cool. So we got that, and we have some kind of a handle here, you know. So I will scroll this, right? Go to side view. Let's just run a cut. I'll see that. Yeah, here. Like this. Okay. Boom. Right. Let me see that. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, cool. And you know, we can have a bevel here, right? So it's gonna be softer, right? So what we can do here in the back is run the slice with X, right? Like that. And you're gonna get this pulling effect in here in the back. And what we could do is grab this cutter and run a loop here, split it into two, select that and SX and scale it in, right? And maybe scale it up. So it's gonna be a bit sort of a, you know, it's gonna be misaligned here. Also, this is a bit too wide because it comes in a bevel. These two, right, they should be beveled. It's gonna be softer, and simply Alt X to the side. You got this nice shape here going on, and you know, you could have something like this here. Okay, this could be all done with decals, guys. Okay, I'm just, you know, I'm just riffing. All right, I'm just saying. But you know, interesting shape there. Here we could have some opening for some, you know, plugs, whatever, or just, you know, a nice cut in the bottom, just to add a bit of a flare, but maybe not through the whole length of it, because it's gonna look weak. So we could just, you know, slice it off here. See what I mean? So it goes almost to the end. Scroll that, GX, and do something like this, okay? There we go. That's better. And the reason why this is happening here is because of the connection. So what we could do is run a knife here, right? So we could run a cut here like this on top of it, okay? Press K and simply slice it, okay? It's going to isolate this whole fiasco here. And the bevel is a little bit too deep, so we can, you know, drop the bevel a bit, yeah? So let's just go back, see how we're looking. Oh, we're looking pretty sweet, man. We're looking pretty sweet. So now this part here, I can't see shit, man. I need to... Do I have cavity? No, I don't. Blasphemy. So now, is this one shape? Yeah, it is. Okay. So now here, we're going to cut this through, right? So N-gon and cut. And let's try that. So we can go here like that. Okay, and then I have a scroll, and we're going to literally grab this face and Shift D, Z, E, Z, and pull it down, and Alt R with the edge constraint, and you're kind of done here. That's cool, right? And this doesn't have to go through, okay, because it looks a little bit strong, so we could just literally, you know, sort of push it like that, okay? Maybe a bit deeper. Okay? Looks a bit, you know, a bit better. Not as crazy, right? And the connections are messed up in here, so all we need to do is simply run a connection here. But we can do this later, or we could just simply run a cut here. So select that, and, you know, run a cut here like this with a knife, and then another one here like this, okay? And you're gonna be good to go, and weighted normals. Cool, now we got some problems here, but, you know, sharpen that, and bevel and one. And we're gonna have to fix these edges a little bit because they're terrible, right? So we need to run some better edges here, right? So run the edge here. You know, run the edge. We remove these, so gonna move this edge, and we need another one here, so we can do that. Always need two edges for each of these, right? Alt X to the other side, and both uncle. Now, here we could simply run click, alt click, and chamfer. In fact, you could select this one too. Box color is in the way again. There we go. And chamfer and alt text, cool. All right, could have chamfer here too. All right, and now this is caused by the fact that the bevel doesn't catch, so we can just simply swap it to, you know, bevel weight. Right. Also, we have two mirrors. Let's apply one. Actually, no, there's one mirror, so let's just keep it. Bevel weight, there we go. And the bevel is a bit too big, so you know, you can make it a bit smaller to make it a bit more machined-like, you know. Looking cool. Could have some elements here as well, you know, in this area here. So let's add the cube and let's move it in here. Let's scale it on X, move it somewhere here. All right. So GX and move it in. And this should be a bit deeper. How I'm looking? Cool. We could echo the front a bit here, so apply scale and, you know, echo the front, Alt R and rotate it. You could hold Control to snap it, so it kind of follows this angle here. It looks gonna look good. I'm not sure if I like this being aligned here in the back, so what we could do is misalign it somewhere here, right? And also maybe make it a bit shorter, so GZ and, you know, kind of like that. And maybe apply an edge here and extrude it down, so E. And then kind of bevel this here, or actually beveling is going to be better, right? So we could grab all these edges here and bevel them, and bevel the one on the top, clean mesh. So clean mesh and sharpen. How are we looking? We're looking pretty good. And then we could start some cuts, yeah? So we could just, you know, cut it in here. Maybe we could cut it from this side. This could be actually interesting. So going here like this. You know what I mean? That's pretty dope actually. Mirror to the other side. And we could, you know, we could boolean this, yeah. So either to this one, yeah, to this one's okay. So booleans and union, right? And shift 2 and then sharpen, and this should catch the bevel here. So you're gonna get some slight shading problems here maybe, because, you know, it's a little bit of a curvature. You know, I wouldn't worry too much. You could combine these two, shift 1. I think it's gonna work. You don't even have to be honest. You can leave it like that. It's fine. Here we could run a chamfer. So could run a chamfer here all the way down. Small one. Don't overdo it, right? Small chamfer. These chamfers are massive, okay? They're going to really, you know, spice up your design, okay? Here we could have some edges. Beveled, right? So beveled, just to follow the theme. Cool. And we could have some decals on that, okay? The terminal on the top could be divided into two parts, so we could select that and Control plus. Let me see how deep this goes. Okay, to this one, and then P selection, right? And we can just grab that, and what we're gonna do here is we're going to close it, right? So we cannot close it like that because it's, you know, it's not one face, but what we can do, yeah, so let's select that one around here and then press F and then select this vert here and this vert here, and then there we go. Now we're talking. I knew something was not right, and F, right? And then sharpen peachy. So we got that. Now we do need to close this here because it's not manifold. You don't want that. You want to have manifold geo. So, you know, select that and press F. Then select, you know, these two. Kind of fill it out. And then just Shift Alt click and F, and then we're good to go. Okay, so now we got a terminal. What we can do is slice it, right? You know, we can divide this monitor into two. We could have something like this here. It's gonna be quite interesting. Or you could even go deeper like that. Or it could be kind of a, you know, unique shape. You know, something like this here. Okay. Do you know what I mean? And then B and X and slice. Okay, and then we're gonna have to mirror this main shape like that, and then mirror that, of course, across. And you got this kind of a, you know, monitor here inside. It looks pretty dope. You can have some, you know, little notches here and there. But that's a little bit too vulgar, I think. That's better. Now we could here align this to the nearest edge. It's not gonna work in orthographic, you need to be perspective, and quit the line here and just cut it. It's a little bit too deep, so you know, move it like that. The bevel here could be shallower. There you go. Just gonna create a little bit of interest here, right? Here in the front we could have some kind of an exhaust, but you know, again, this could be done with decals, although what we could do is, well, there's some problem here. Press 3 to clean that, that didn't work. It's a lack of sharp edge, I think, or maybe, hang on, what's going on here? Let me see that. We mirrored this by mistake. If you're gonna have a situation like this, what you wanna do is fire up different Blender and get the more recent, I mean, you know, save like that. This could work, copy objects, and we're gonna have to remove this, unfortunately, right? So remove that, Control V, and then we're going to Alt H to recover all the cutters, grab this one, select this shape, and booleans and union, right? And we got some dual geo in here. We're gonna have to take care of this. Hang on. What is this shit? Hang on. We don't need that. And then let's just select everything, and we're gonna go to settings and control click on manage, which will evict all the cutters to cutter collection. Now we lost this one here, so we need to recover it. So let's just go Alt H one more time. So Shift 2 Alt H, there we go. Let's just cut this because it's gone, right? So let me see that. Can we select that? There we go. And difference, there we go. And then we're going to be a happy choppy. So Shift 2, I think we're done. Alt V and turn on cavity again because we lost it. That looks pretty decent, guys. So where were we? We were here, right? So you know, we need some bevel because we can't see for shit. And here we could cut something, you know, on the bottom, maybe kind of like a wrapping shape here, or something like that. You know, could do nicely. Maybe. X and slice it, right? Now we lost the bevel here, so sharpen and click Alt click because we lost the chamfer. So grab a chamfer, click Alt click, and also here. And in addition to that, we lost these edges, right? Because you know we had to redo this, right? So let's just do it again and do it again. And remove these two. Alright, click Alt click and select that one. And you know, chamfer, right? Boom, right? Okay, cool. Awesome. This one was chamfered too, because I remember that it was. So loop select and chamfer, right? Peachy. And this is mirrored. It is cool. This kind of bothers me here, so maybe what I would do, I'm not gonna cut that. I'm just going to, you know, do this, and the top's gonna be cut, but not the, not the bottom. Also, quite frankly, I'm not crazy about this either here, you know. It just doesn't fit. Which one is it? It's one of the latest one, right? This one. Let's just nuke that, okay? Let's just nuke that. What we could do instead, right, is this is still solidified. Hang on. Oh shit, that's brilliant. We can actually make it thinner. I think this is gonna be better, okay? So let's make it thinner. I think it's gonna be better, right? I like that. Oh, and the panel in the back is not kind of sort of, you know, stick out. So let's solidify it as well, thinner, but not as deep, okay? Let's offset it, then apply that, and we're gonna run here a chamfer, right? Just for fun. So we're gonna run a chamfer here, okay? See what I mean? And Alt X. This is gonna be interesting. Boom. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's gonna offset this thing in the back. Looking good. Looking good. And we could have even some small cuts here. Yeah. Press W and, you know, control for like controlled wedge cut. It's a 45 degrees wedge cut. It looks pretty dope. We could have some wedge cuts here too, to be honest. So select that, and we could have some wedge cuts. Press W and one more time. Boom. Some wedge cuts. They could be smaller. Yeah. You know what I mean? That is cool. Now, I don't like how these wedge cuts align with the one on the top. I would like to have them offset slightly. So what we could do is have a scroll them a bit and hang on. Maybe put them somewhere in a corner. This is gonna play havoc with the bevel, by the way, but you know, this could be a bit more interesting. You see, it just makes this terminal look a bit more wide. We could run some loops here just to support this, you know, a bit better. We're gonna get some problems here on the top, but this is not a big deal because, you know, we can always drop this this one here. So dissolve, right? Not a big deal, guys. Not a big deal at all. And I think we're done. We could have another wedge cut here, to be honest, you know. Just press W and boom. This is mirrored, so we need to run it from here. Right? Or not? What the fuck is going on? Hang on. There we go. Right? Yeah, that's peachy. I like that. And here, you know, you could have some exhaust, whatnot. Maybe somewhere here, you know, in this area, kind of like an exhaust. And it's gonna look cool. Here too, we could have a, what do you call this thing? Chamfer. So click, Alt, click, and run a chamfer here, like that. Could be smaller, actually. A little bit smaller, yeah. And you could have also chamfer on this one. So modifiers multiply, operations multiply, and click, Alt, click, and chamfer here, and also here, hang on. So select that, and all the way here, and chamfer. Before we do that, we probably need to remove this. Dissolve. Click, Alt, click. Chamfer. Now let's you know, let's analyze this. Okay, what's happening here? Loop slide off. That's better. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Also here, I don't like this. Yeah, I'd rather have this going like that. I'm gonna cut it just a tiny bit deeper, but I'm gonna go here, then here, right? And one more time. Here, here, okay, and just you know, something like this. Let me see that. So, you know, I kind of have straight edges in here, so are we going to bevel this, right? Okay, right, and then apply this, sharpen, and bevel this. Okay, it's gonna be a bit better, okay? It's gonna flow a bit better. See what I mean? Let me see that. Yeah, I think it's a bit better. I mean, this one is a bit too supple, though. Let me just, you know, go easy on that. There we go. That's better. Here, you know, could be some decals or whatnot in the base, right? Could have some cuts in there as well, but this could all be done with decals, guys, okay? You don't have to, you know, overthink it, right? You know what I mean? Like all these small details, this could be all done with decals, right? So let's just drop a plane here and drop it down and make sure that it's underneath and touches the base. It's very important to touch the base without getting slapped. It's a delicate operation, guys. Okay, so here the bevel is way too big. Right? And again, we lost the bevel here. We need to fix it to weight. Peachy. Here the bevel is too big. It's overshooting. A bit of a bevel is fine, but not too much, okay? You know, don't overdo it, man. Don't overdo it. That's nice here, okay? And we also lost these cuts here, right? Because we had bevels here, remember that. So let's just go back and, you know, unsharpen that and then do it again. Boom. And you're gonna get these nice bevels over there. Here, click, alt click. We need a, you know, chamfer here. So chamfer could be smaller one, you know, like that, or really big one, but cannot be bigger than the width here, so be careful. Yeah, you know, right? Awesome. I think that's cool. This top here, I mean the bottom, sorry, this could be sliced, you know, like this. I'm just saying. I think it's gonna be better. Yeah, nice. It's just thinner, and you know, you could echo that on the bottom as well, like this, to be honest. Let me see that. Yes, he kind of looks nice. Here, click, alt, click, and select loop, and we're going to chamfer this here a little bit. Anything I'm forgetting about? I don't think so. I think we're good. Oh yes, we have chamfer here. No, we don't. So we need to run one too. So here, click, alt, click, loop, select, and let's just see the whole thing. Oh yes, we need a bevel here. There we go. Then one more time, click, alt, click, and loop, select, boom, and chamfer. And this one can be small, yeah? You want different width of these chamfers, right? Different width, guys. It's, you know, essential. Different thicknesses, so. Okay, so, you know, moment of truth, right? Q, and let's just fucking save it because, Jesus. Asset loader, and we could make it plastic, so other and add material. Of course, we don't want it this color because, you know, we're not building a bordello or some Disney shit, so we're gonna change that. So here, let's just make this, we could make it white or bluish. Ooh. This could be interesting. So this could be, you know, a bit more saturated because it's a bit, yeah, something like that. Cool. And maybe a bit brighter. Kind of like that. So here we could have the same mud, but a different color. So copy that, and in fact, you know what, this looks good. So grab this one here and copy, and then we're going to click here to remove the linked data, and whoa, not this one. That's what I wanted to do. One more time, click this and click that, and then unlink data, and then make this white, right? So saturation and make it brighter. Okay, so much brighter, kind of almost white. Okay, nothing is pure white, remember that. Okay, this one should be in the middle, should be darker. So here what we could do is grab an aluminium, I think, maybe. Oh, why not? It's nice. Misa likes, and here we need a screen, so we could go matte, but we need to go dark. Okay, and this one could be the same. Oh, it kind of looks nice, or could be the same as this. Yeah, kind of white. That is really cool. The back could be white as well. Oh, that's lovely. I like it. Really like it. Nice. So here we need some bubbly shit, you know, like bubbly boo. You know what I mean? Some UI stuff, yes. So let's go to Decal Machine and let's grab Blender Bros Ultimate Pack. By the way, you can get this UI pack free. We just made it available for free for you guys. So, you know, enjoy. But if you want to grab all other decals with a pack on our website, it's really cheap. You will save like, you know, $200 by getting it. This could be interesting because it's kind of round, you see. Like, you want to follow the theme of whatever you're designing. We're back in action. What did we lose? Oh yes, we lost the decals here. Okay, fine. Let's repeat that very quickly. So let's do that and pop it in here, maybe a bit bigger, and then project, then grab the speaker thing and adjust it and make it smaller, pop it in here in the middle and project, and then legendary decals, right, which were here. Make them smaller so they're not, you know, too vulgar, and one here and shifty and one here. Double click, boom, and mirror. Okay, and now because I don't want to do it again, I'm gonna save. Yeah, multiply and click, alt click and chamfer. There we go. And then here we were doing the trim sheets, right? So click and then Q and material and blank, and then D, and we're gonna have to use Alt. Okay, Alt click and you can drop a trim. Now let's think here, because you know, you don't want to be hasty. You don't want to rush these things, you know what I mean? You want to be not this one. Let's go with 9. That actually could work. I like that. It kind of breaks this. You see, like it breaks the surface here near that. Maybe it's just too decorative. Maybe gonna go with this. Oh, that is cool. I like that. That is cool. Nice. Cool. Here we could have some, you know, some stickers. Also, let's save it because Jesus. And here we could have. We could have Analabs. It's gonna fit, man, to design. I think it looks pretty dope. Now, where are we gonna slap that? I think somewhere here. You know, kind of like offset here nicely. Project. How we looking? Yeah, dude, that looks freaking awesome. Select that, mirror, and then remember we need to go to data and flip it, yeah? So I'm gonna leave it white because we have a lot of white around. Now here we could have some vent or whatnot, or some such, so we could just grab that, for example, and have a vent here on this side, maybe a bit smaller. You know, you could offset it from the top like this and project it. So here we're gonna match this a bit better. So D, match D and shift, match it to the black mud. It's gonna look a bit better, right? And then in the bottom here, we could have some longer ones. So where is it? We could have this D and adjust. And do that, and we could run this either here or here. I think here could be interesting. We could SYY, scale it down, there we go, move it somewhere down here, and D and project, right? Yeah, that looks peachy. So let's mirror this, okay? Here on the bottom we could have some bolts or whatnot, so you know, screws, even larger ones, that's fine. Maybe not as large, but you know, something like this. And We could have them here in the corner or here in the front. Maybe here is fine. And project them and, you know, mirror to the other side. Right, and we could just, you know, kind of run some mud through them. Maybe the white one, it's cool. That's a bit fucking too white. Okay, hang on. Maybe the natural one, silver one is good. And then here in the front, we could have some vent as well. To be completely honest, we could have that, which is kind of cool. Here in the bottom, it could actually be smaller, you know, kind of in the bottom here. It's gonna look dope. Okay, project, right? See what I mean? That looks pretty good. And on the top here, we could have some stickers. No, that doesn't fit. Like what? Yeah, I could have some, like, you know, serial number here. In a, you know, kind of misaligned slightly, yeah. So you got something. Here we could have some lights, maybe on this, I'm thinking. We could have one of these or two of these, you know, really tiny ones, right? Could have them two lights that terminalize on or whatnot, so project, and then mirror, right? You could leave them silver, looks pretty cool, they're very tiny. We could have some, you know, something here in the bottom as well. It's gonna be barely visible, but we could pop something here. I don't think it should be diagonal like that. Let me see. Yeah, see, this could work. So let's go to the front view. This could be some kind of, I don't know, some, you know, slot for whatever. Here too, we could have two tiny screws on the top, maybe. Although, if you add too many screws, it's gonna look low tech. So maybe that is fine. And we're missing something. Well, back we could add some, you know, some vents. But, you know, to be honest, the back, I mean, we're not really bothered by the back, right? So, you know, we could do all kinds of stuff in here. This could work, right? Boom. And then we could match it to, we could make it actually white, it's fine. We're not gonna be seeing that anyway, so who cares? We're gonna be, you know, shooting it from this perspective, right? So, anything else we're missing? Yes, save. Now, here we're gonna have something too on the side. Maybe some ports, you know? This could be interesting here on the side, right? Maybe smaller and project. And let's see, can we make it darker? D and shift. Yeah, we can. This couldn't be really dark though. Maybe too dark. You know, that's gonna work, right? That's gonna work. Let me see that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Maybe this could be darker though, you know. Hang on. D and match and make it. Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. And we could have some kind of an indicator here or some stickers, whatnot. Maybe even yellow ones. It's gonna pull nicely to the back. Okay, so maybe like, you know, I don't know, don't touch, whatnot. You know, just two stickers here. I don't know, here maybe. One and project and then one more. Should put this one, you can't read it anyway, so it's so small, right? I'm overthinking as usual. I don't know if this is gonna fit, but we're gonna see. It's a bit strong, but it's fine. So what we can do is drop the alpha to 47 and copy it in here, right? See what I mean? That's pretty cool. And lastly, here we could have something here on the top. So we could have, you know, these legendary notches, like that, right? Could have, you know, maybe one here and one in the front. Or just here in the front. And then copy to the other side. Let me see that. No, I really want something in the corner here. Okay, how about like a plug? So, oh, this could work actually. Where is it? This could be interesting. In a corner here. Yeah. And this could be white. Two lights. We could have one more light here, tiny one. You know, indicating that the thing is on. I mean, really tiny, kind of like that. And just project, right? And there you go. And we could make this darker too, so, you know, so it kind of fits here, right? So D and match, and, you know, boom, right? There we go. Awesome. So there you go. So I think we're done, guys. Now the floor could be of the same color as, you know, one of these, right? So copy, boom, make it, you know, larger, and try to frame this, right? So click to view and try to frame this. Now the best way to shoot stuff like that is actually to shoot them with humans in a scene. So we could do just that, or, you know, shoot more than one, or we could just fill the frame with it and put some technical information here, right? So multiple ways you could do that, right? But try not to center stuff in your frame because it's just gonna look awful. I don't think 50mm will do, but actually maybe we could go with like 85. I prefer longer lenses, okay? It just gives me a bit more personal view, and sort of, it's just more, you know, tucked in, sort of compressed. I don't like the reflections of the trees there. We could change it as well, but we can do is unlink that and increase the roughness of this matte, or, you know, screw it, we could just go with a completely different matte, right? Boom, you know, and maybe non-metallic and maybe brighter, right? And also maybe less rough with some clear coat, and it's gonna give us some reflections. Now the matte is a bit too bright because the top isn't actually being separated, so maybe darker background is better. But if we're gonna do that, then we need to increase the clear coat because we can see trees reflecting, right? So it's gotta be careful with this. Let me just create a secondary scene here. So not links copy, fuck. Full copy, that's what I wanna do. Full copy, there we go. And we're going to select these two and Control I to invert it. And M, and we're gonna create a collection 1 and put everything in that collection. Go to add, and then we're gonna go to collection instance and 1, and G, Shift Z, and do that. And, you know, now you got two terminals, okay? So, you know what I mean? And the camera needs to be moved, so move it on X here. And there you go. So we're gonna go here, and we could try top down. These are, by the way, from Alex Essential Pack, the really good ones. Let's try that. Well, it's not terrible, but let me see that, hang on. How are we looking? No. Gradient's gonna be from one side, so this is not ideal, but this could actually work somewhat. Hang on. This is not terrible. This is not terrible. This will be calmer, you see. Also, what we could do is bump this up to 1.5. This is gonna be brighter. So this would work, right? But also, what the hell's going on here? Oh, never mind. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this. If I like that, maybe the floor should be a different color. Like I don't know. Fuck, not this one. This one. Maybe it should be blue or some shit. Gonna look cool. No, or yellow. Ooh. Maybe you're gonna go Disney after all. Just desaturate this. The bottom is really bright though, right? So I think this one is much better. Although this bright bottom really worries me, man. I think we're gonna be better off with some kind of abundant here. Let me see that. Let me rotate this thing. It's kind of dull, but I like this kind of a calmer bottom. Although the top is really reflective now, so we could go with that and then bump it to 2. Hey, that's not bad actually, because this is gonna perform really nicely in even 2.2 or 2.3. This is gonna perform really nicely in Photoshop. Actually, 2 maybe is enough. We could try that. Alright guys, well that's it for this dude. I think you can handle the rest. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.